We are back with the master of baiting himself, the T-Dog. The T-Dog, Smitty. He put out a video called Call of Duty, It's Time to Wake Up. And basically this was after Battlefield 6 reveal came out. He put out a video saying, this looks great. This is what the future of my channel and my other channels are going to look like, and I'm worried about Call of Duty. I haven't watched the video yet, but he messaged me about it last night. He sent me the thumbnail and I'm like, that works good. I'm going to react to it. And he's like, sweet. So here we go. Let's see what T-Dog is saying.
Well, YouTube, I think it's time we have a little talk.
All right.
And I know you're thinking to yourself, holy crap, T-Dog, you're doing the clickbait YouTube.
The master of baiting. The master baiter, the master bait man, the
farming
never mind.
thing. And you know what? No, I'm actually not. I do want to have a little sit down and talk to you. Number one, about what I saw today with the Battlefield 6
I'm on the wrong
reveal,
side. He's on
and
that
where
side.
I see the future of this channel, the future of my content creation, and part of this is going to require your feedback.
This was actually part of the conversation I had with T-Dog last night before he sent me the video that he was making. So I'm going to comment on what I'm going to be doing as well. Because what was interesting for me is that the Battlefield video that I put out on Ink TV, this channel yesterday, blew Ink Slasher out of the water. Like almost 10 times as many views on this channel, which is wild. Because that channel has over 10 times as many subscribers. But I think it's because my main channel, Ink Slasher, is about story, and this channel is just about everything in general, and we talk about everything. But I'm curious what he says about his content.
Feedback and your comments. So I would really appreciate if you watch this entire video.
I will.
And give me your feedback.
I will.
I really take feedback seriously. So if you can, if you've never commented before, please do. Well, let's cut right to the chase here, man. Today, Battlefield 6 was announced.
And it looks sick.
Not announced, but it was pretty much revealed. And the release date was announced, and it's going to be October 10th,
a month before Call of Duty
2025. And I'm just going to tell you right now, as a Call of Duty fanboy, this is pretty much exactly what I have been looking for from Call of Duty.
I feel like everyone feels that way about this. We don't want cartoons in our games. We want realism. We want a militarized shooter. We want, yes, an arcade shooter with streaks and good streaks. I don't even care if it's a Modern Warfare game and you put dogs in it, but Jesus, man, like realism, it goes a long way. And I hope Battlefield has a wicked story in this game that ties into the multiplayer, and I can do some amazing story videos for it, because that's what I love doing. But just to be able to talk about this, we're going to play it, we're going to stream it. It looks sweet. It's what every Call of Duty player has been asking
For a long time. This was the perfect response from Battlefield. They did every single thing right today. I don't think there was one mistake that was made. They invited a bunch of creators out, if you didn't know this, to play. There
was two mistakes that they made. It's that T-Dog and I were not invited.
Play the game early, a lot of COD guys, a lot of Battlefield guys, and their reveal itself was exactly what I think the Battlefield community has been begging for. Now, if you didn't know this, in 2021, Battlefield 2042 came out.
Oh, he's going into the history. I love it.
Let's just say it was not well received by the community. Again, this is a very outside perspective because I'm not the biggest Battlefield guy, but I will say they have my interest, and we'll talk about that in a second. But there were some things that this game did that was just absolutely terrible, and it got rated absolutely in the dumps because of this. I don't think there was a campaign in the beginning or at the end. There was no campaign at all.
There was no campaign.
And also they had like tactical sprinting.
Also, like, they added the lore from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 into 2042, kind of in the same way that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 did, where they just kind of like put in specialist descriptions and tied it into the overall universe in a really dumb way. I actually have a video today on Ink Slasher about the Battlefield 3 story. I don't know if it'll do well, but check it out.
Felt very close to almost like a Call of Duty clone. Like they were chasing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And when I watched this reveal today, I saw Battlefield realize their actual identity. And I saw them correct the mistakes that they had done 4 years ago. When we first saw the trailer, right off the rip, you could tell the destruction was back. The animations were back.
The animations look incredible.
It felt like Battlefield. They were saying that a ton. They were saying Battlefield's back. This is what true Battlefield is. And when you watched it, you believed them. And so
okay, here's the thing. Here's where I will disagree with the general sentiment of this as a whole. The old Battlefield made you feel like you were one of the soldiers in a massive army. The way that this Battlefield looks like, it makes you feel like you're a super soldier like in Call of Duty, but you are the best soldier out of your crew. You can move the best. I just knocked over a can. You can move the best. You can do everything the best, better than everyone. You're still a cog in the wheel of the army, but you're the best cog, if that makes sense.
I was watching all the passion in these developers. Vince Zampella is one of the lead developers on this. And if you didn't know, he was one to do the golden age of Call of Duty. He was one of the producers or something back in the golden age. And now he's in charge of Battlefield. So that's got my attention raised. It's like, this guy knows what he's doing. So where I'm going with that is everything was corrected. There's a campaign right off the rip. We got a campaign teaser. It's based in 2027. It's a modern era. And I think it's got like with NATO in it and people are just separated and they're going different directions. And you know, that was something that I really loved about Call of Duty. It felt like when the campaigns were grounded in realism, like Modern Warfare 19, like Black Ops 1, like COD 4, they were so good.
And that's going to be the problem with Black Ops 7 is the campaign takes place in Avalon, a fictional place. Right?
And I'm not saying that there's campaigns that are not good because they're not grounded in realism, but those are the ones that always grabbed me. It was like, this feels like it could happen in real life. And I think that's the route they're taking with that campaign 100%. As well. Now go to gameplay. There's sprinting, tac sprinting. Bye-bye, gone. They heard you. It's out of here. Normal Battlefield sprinting is back.
But it looks a little faster.
Another point where they listened.
Mantling.
Classes are back. All these things that made Battlefield great back in 3 and 4, it feels like from watching it, they literally took 3 and 4's motto and just put it on steroids.
Yep.
I cannot believe how well they nailed this. And especially just seeing some new features. Like, I don't know if this is a new feature or not. I thought it was. I thought they said it was.
Well, kind of.
Where you can crouch and sprint. Oh. It's like a Gears of War run. And I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah, this is new, I'm pretty sure. I didn't even think, I thought that he was going to talk about the Portal stuff.
Like, what a great idea. Now, it might have been in the game already, but even that, I still think that's awesome. And to me, this is what Call of Duty should be doing. Now, with Black Ops 7, I feel like right now there's just zero excitement. And I know that'll probably change when there's a reveal trailer, and I really do hope so. And I will of course be playing. This channel is Call of Duty, okay? This channel is Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. I've always loved Call of Duty. I will always probably play Call of Duty unless they do something absolutely insane to make me quit the franchise, but it's not happened so far. But anyway, side point. This is how I hope that Treyarch comes out when they announce Black Ops 7, when they do their little reveal and all that stuff at the end of August, and hopefully with a COD next. I hope that they see what the people are asking. The problem is they're in a position right now where they're not going to be able to change anything. If they already didn't listen, they're screwed. See Battlefield listening in every single aspect of their game. And I hope Black Ops 7 does the same. If they come out right away and say that carry forward is a thing and the skins are going to be, I'm telling you, Battlefield 6 has a real chance this year. Now, I know we've heard this before in the past. Battlefield 1 was probably the real Battlefield that I feel like put a dent in Call of Duty because we were all so sick of the jetpacks and they made it Infinite Warfare. And I think they lost a lot of players to Battlefield 1 back in the day. But again,
yeah, it was another instance. Battlefield 1 was another instant where they did something that Call of Duty fans wanted. They wanted out of the future. They didn't want to be back to the future. They wanted to be out of the future. And they had Battlefield 1 come out. And then it was exactly what people wanted. And then Call of Duty went to Call of Duty World War II. And people did gravitate towards that. But it was people had already gone back to the past. And it's a cat and mouse game constantly.
Call of Duty players are a certain kind of player. They always play the game. And even the era of Vanguard, when they were going against 2042, 2042 had the opportunity of a lifetime and they absolutely botched it. And somehow Vanguard was still probably one of the #1 games in PlayStation Store. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that I see Call of Duty learn from this. And I just saw so many different things. The BR is confirmed for Battlefield, and it looks like to be adding some twists and turns to the genre that is so desperately needed. Like, we're looking at Verdansk.
T-Dog, I'm going to disagree. I don't think Battlefield Battle Royale will do well. I don't think tanks work in a Battle Royale. And I know there's limited fuel and limited ammo. And I hope I'm wrong. But we'll see.
Year 5, Rebirth Year 5. I don't know, man. I feel like that genre needs like this whole twist and turn that I'm hoping Battlefield will bring to it, because Firestorm in Battlefield 5 was not terrible. It just, you could tell they rushed it. Like, it could have been good, but it was bad. So I'm hoping with some more time, again, they haven't had Firestorm since what, 7 years ago? So we got some real opportunity for there to be some real change in the genre. On top of this, you guys, if you watched my
one of the things that I kept hearing yesterday is if this game would have done an extraction shooter and done it right, it would have taken over extraction shooters, but they didn't. So
last video, Battlefield Labs.
Oh yes.
They have custom maps just like Forge and Halo coming to Battlefield 6. This was one of my suggestions. So
okay, just to be clear, I know a little bit more background information on this because I looked it up. And this is not going to be a thing where you can create brand new maps. You can take the maps that they already have and add to them and essentially create your own modes.
For Black Ops 7 to have, there's no way that Black Ops 7 has it unless it's a shock of a lifetime. And Battlefield did it. So there's going to be custom maps that you can join, community upvoted. It looked like they were showing previews of like almost like an only up version of Battlefield.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. And
Call
another thing that I saw was
in the last T-Dog video that we watched, T-Dog said Call of Duty needs exactly that. That was one of the things he said.
Main guy, the main producer, was talking about skins. He went right out and said it. He said, we're a modern shooter. We're going to try to stay with a theme. Now it's EA. Yeah. And I'm not hyping up EA right now because let's be honest, they've done some stupid stuff too. We can't act like they're perfect. But I think they're very well aware that if Call of Duty, again, has carry forward and is doing these weird collabs, that they can just do a modern mil sim shooter and they can make a dent. And so all this to say,
he's right.
When I watched this video today, there's a thought that's been in the back of my mind for a long time. Does this channel remain Call of Duty, or do I branch into other realms? As a creator, you're always hopeful.
Here's my answer to you, T-Dog. I think if what I'm going to do with the main channel moving forward is I'm just, the word that I'm basing my channel around is story. If a game has a story that I like I just played Battlefield 3, I like the story. Today, I'm making a video on the Battlefield 3 story explained. I'm going to do that for all games, and that's what I'm going to do on Ink Slasher. Here on Ink TV, opinions. It's all about opinions. I'm going to give you my unfiltered opinions on things. We're going to talk about them. And I've been enjoying that. You guys have been enjoying that. T-Dog, if you watch this, what I think you should do is do your similar style with you do with Call of Duty, but with Battlefield. So if you use a certain type of weapon, you go through each Battlefield game and do a similar thing like that. And try that out. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't.
That you can do that at some point. But at the same time, you got to be careful because you can really destroy your channel. If I start posting cyberpunk videos on the channel, you're going to go, what the heck? This guy's lost his mind. Now, I've seen it work in the case of like a Rob TV. He went from Call of Duty to Platinums and it worked, but then he committed to Platinums. So I just want to be clear. The Call of Duty content is not going anywhere. I've said it once earlier and I'm going to say it again. It's not going anywhere. But I've been having this back and forth with introducing Battlefield content into this page. Now, a lot of you have said, dude, you got to do it.
T-Dog's messaged me about 4 times asking whether or not he should do Ready or Not on the main channel. And I think he decided on a second channel, but
got to do it. And I have to evaluate that because I know some of you guys probably can't stand Battlefield, and that is perfectly fine. I'm more of a Call of Duty guy myself. So that's my first question for you guys. Would you guys want to see Battlefield, at least in the beginning, on this channel? And second of all, here's where my other thought goes. I have been a Call of Duty fanboy my entire life. It's just that simple. And I want to start to play other games. And I know I just said that in the
Second
previous
channel. He's
point,
gonna pimp his second channel.
but I've done
Calling
something just in case, because I don't want to put those on this channel. I'm gonna start playing games for the first time. Other games, shooters, RPGs, campaign games, whatever is out there. And I just made this channel a couple months ago, but I haven't really used it like I want to. But now we're gonna start posting on it. T-Dog 2. It's gonna be in the description. I would
You know why? Because nobody's watching Call of Duty content right
really
now.
encourage you to sub to that if you actually care about me and care about the content and like me as a person.
I care about
because
you.
we're gonna play other stuff. I'm 100% gonna put Battlefield over there. I'm 100% gonna put I want to play Ready or Not. I want to play all these crazy games, Cyberpunk. But that's my second question to you guys. What games should I play over there? You're coming from a guy that's played literally like Call of Duty and 2K his entire life.
Let's see what the comments say.
I'm that guy. And I need a gun or a ball. But I want to branch out a little bit. I want to spread my wings a little
COD
bit.
glazer stops glazing.
So the summary of all that is, T-Dog is going to remain a Call of Duty channel. It is going to be 99% Call of Duty. As you can see, every once in a while we'll play different games just for fun. But I'm going to keep it, I think, at the end all be all Call.
I think a lot of players are going to be jumping ship to Call of Duty. Or to Battlefield, just to be clear. I think you're going to see a lot of that this year. And I saw a comment yesterday and someone said it's not that people are quitting Call of Duty, it's that Call of Duty has given up on itself. And I'm like, ooh, I like that, because it's true. Like, what the hell are they doing? What is Call of Duty at this point?
Call of Duty. And T-Dog 2 is where I really want to branch out and kind of spread my wings to some other creativity, other creative ventures, I think is what people like to say. And I think that's why I said in the beginning we need to talk, because I feel like this Battlefield trailer really woke me up to there are other games out there. There are other fun games to play. And as I get older, I do want to try other stuff and not just do the same thing over and over again. And again, don't get it twisted. I still love Call of Duty. I played Search and Destroy the other day for 2 hours by myself, just chilling, because I find their gameplay loop to be just
I like Search
a
too.
great time. So with all this said, I know I feel like I kind of went on a little bit of a rant, but I think this was a rant that I feel like at the end of the day, I hope Call of Duty sees this and says, we need to go back to really appreciating the fans and the players and the creators.
Can you imagine that? Listening to what people want? No.
And we need to give them what they want. We need to give them a shooter that is fun. It's an arcade shooter. We don't need to beat them over the head with cosmetics and try to milk every single dollar out of them. We don't need to just do things that Call of Duty back in the day wouldn't do. Let's get back to the roots. Just like Battlefield said today, this is Battlefield. I want a game. I want Black Ops 7, and maybe it's not this year. Maybe it's going to be the next Call of Duty where they have to kind of reload because they're going to probably get beat by Battlefield 6 this year. We'll see. But I hope that they will come out.
So there's the question.
And just really.
There's the golden question. Will Battlefield 6 outsell Call of Duty this year? That is the real question. And I don't know the answer to that. I really don't.
Listen to us, because I know a lot of you guys at home are just frustrated. And I know it's a video game at the end of the day, but this is something I'm passionate about, so I'd like to talk about it. So again, I really appreciate you guys listening. Thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. I'm not going anywhere with content.
T-Dog's not going anywhere with content. I like the content he produces. He does similar things, but in a different way to what I used to do back in the day. So like one of the examples is I used to do the evolution of every AK-47 in every Call of Duty game. And I would go through every Call of Duty game, show some gameplay. I would talk about the stats of it. he kind of revolutionized that, where he kind of went like the TikTok way of, oh, we're going to go through every Call of Duty game and we're going to rank every AK-47. And he does a really good job at that. And he was actually the one to say to me when we were in Washington last year, bro, you need to get editors. You need to focus on the content that you're making and throw some editors on it. And I still need to do a way better job about that, because I'm still editing like 90% of my videos. And yeah, I need to do a better job at that, because people are better at editing than me. But yeah, on this channel, you're going to see like every game under the sun. I think today we have Gears of War and Battlefield and Call of Duty. Tomorrow it might be GTA 6 and something else, but this is channel's all opinions. The other channel's all story. And I, like T-Dog, love all of you guys, appreciate all of you guys. And thank you for making this channel what it is. I did not expect this to almost turn into like a main channel for me. But you guys seem to really like the opinionated content. So thank you. And see you in the next one.